Hello and welcome back. This is Steve of Bucks Coins. Today we're going to do a banknote haul. I've chosen a few banknotes from Europe spanning the 20th century. The first note is issued by Germany during World War II. It's a German one. I know it's during the Second World War. The note may well have been issued prior to the Second World War. However, it has been overstamped, which is why it's so interesting to me. It has a swastika there and a German mark there. It's an old German note. I think it may be one Reichsmark. There you go. And there's the back. Yeah, this is actually a Rentenmark. It's from 1926 is the year that it was issued. And then it was reused during the 36 onwards, because that's when the Nazis came to power. Was what, 36? Or was it 34, something like that? 34, I think they came to power, didn't they? It's a Rentenmark. This one here, is a French. It's a French note from 1935. It shows the eagle clutching the swastika in an area just to the left of the person who's there. That is the symbol for Berlin, I believe, or I understand it to be the symbol of Berlin from my research that I've done. The date on this particular note is the 14th of the 11th, 1935. It's 5 cents. I haven't been able to find out if there's any significance to who the people are on the front and the back of the note. When I did my research, I couldn't find that out. So, something more to research later on. The next ones, I bought a set of notes that were 5 pesetas, 10 pesetas. And they're all from the same year and the same amount. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them. They're all exactly the same, so I'll put the other 5 down and give you a look at this one. It is a 5 peseta note from Spain. It's dated 1935. As I said, there were quite a few of them around. I bought this off eBay, and when it arrived there was actually 6 of them together. They're not sequentially numbered, but they are all dated for 1935. The back of the note is just the value, which is 5 pesetas. It's in a purple colour, which is the same on all the notes. The front is green for some reason. I don't know why they got different colours on the rear and on the front. But I like this. I like old notes. Unfortunately, these are all of these, because they're such a low value, note, 5 pesetas. It's quite a low value note. They do tend to be quite rough and ready. If you look at the others, they are badly marked. That's probably the best one of them, but there's a big fold along there, big crease along there. That one there, the face is beginning to fade out, a big crease. That one there isn't too bad apart from the folds. This is probably the best one of them. That's probably the best looking one of all of them. One in the best condition. The next one that I bought, it was in the same lot, is a 10 peseta note from the same year, 1935. I'm not sure if that's the Queen that was present at the time in Spain or not, I don't know. On the back, again it's a different colour, it's gone from purpley brown to blue, and it's got 10 pesetas. As you can see, again, because it's quite a low value note, there are crease marks on these notes, but you know, they're 80 odd years old, so they can be forgiven for being showing a bit of wear and tear. Next one is 1,000 lira. These notes, I remember using these notes in Decimamano in Sardinia when I went there. 1,000 lira note, not a huge, I think 1,000 lira might have been a couple of pounds, something like that, maybe even less than a pound. I can't remember at the time because the rate of exchange was a huge. These were issued in 1980. I'm not sure of the character on there. As I said, I couldn't find any information on who the character on there was, and I do have 3 of them. They're not in sequential order. They have different serial numbers and they're quite a way apart, KE, BE and MC. So they're a fair way apart. But they came as one lot off eBay. Republic of Slovenia. I'm trying to remember, trying to find out when these notes were issued. Again, I got 2 in the same order from eBay. They show a wreath of some a wreath with a 1 inside a circle. They also have a 1 inside a diamond or a squash diamond shape, diamond lozenge. On the back they show the main mountain range in Slovenia. These are probably from the mid-80s, maybe the 90s. In fact, they would have been a lot later than that, wouldn't they? Slovenia didn't come into existence until what, late 90s, early 2000s. Very nice, very basic note to look at. These are the types of notes that you get when you buy a set of 30 or 40 notes for 20 quid or so. These are the sort of notes that you get, or you used to get. The next one was a specialised one that I bought from eBay, and it's 100 rubles. And if I show it that way round, you have a map of the world on the football, so it might give you an idea of when it's from. It's from 2018, when Russia held the World Cup. Is it Russia? Yeah, when Russia was 2018 when they won the World Cup or European Championships. And on the back there it shows a boy watching a goalkeeper make a save. Again, there's no mintages on these of how many were bought out. This last note from Russia is 1 ruble, but it is very, very badly worn. This one is possibly, I believe, from the mid-60s, maybe a little earlier. The fold on it, there's creases on it, there's tears on them, it's holed in one place. It's an awful note for a collector, to be honest. The reason I've kept it, and I've kept it as it is A, to make it no worse than it actually is at the moment, and try and preserve it a little bit. But it's one of those sort of things that you, as I said, it was low value, so it's going to have been used a lot in circulation, and this is what happens when a note is taken beyond normal wear and tear, in my view, and it's possibly used and kept on being used by the Russians so they didn't have to replace it, but it's seen better days, and if I can get a hold of a better copy I will do. We go a little bit more up to date and we look at Guernsey, and we have a £1 note from Guernsey. On the front it has the main marketplace at Guernsey, in Guernsey, and on the back we have a guy called Daniel de Lissa Brock, and he was a bailiff for Guernsey. And this is, I believe, his house, or is it his house? Yes, I believe that's probably his house. And the last note is one actually from the Bank of England. The cashier is S. Banner, or DS Beaver, possibly Beaver. The date would be mid-50s, I'd have thought. Looking at that, the style certainly harks back to the sort of just after the Second World War, up until about 1950, early 1950s. You have Britannia in the top left in its own cartouche. You have £1 in a cartouche. You then have the watermark, which is held here, which is, I'm not sure if that's Britannia or not. So it's a helmeted lady, and on the back is, I believe, the Bank of England. As I say, that one was probably from just after the Second World War till the end, say the mid-50s. Well, I have some other notes that I'll show you in a different, that I'll record in a few minutes, but that'll be on different videos from Africa and elsewhere in the world. I hope you like this video. I've tried to keep it short so it doesn't overwhelm people. If you've liked it, please give me a thumbs up. Also, could you please subscribe to the channel. In the meantime, if you're having a hunt, I hope you have a successful one. If you are buying stuff on the internet, I hope you are able to get what you're looking for at the price you wish to pay. And in the meantime, until the next time we meet up, bye bye for now.